Hey YouTube, it's Jim, and I'm here with another video, and I'm doing a WWE 2K14 30 years of Wrestlemania matches revealed. And if you hear that background, I'm watching Main Event, but let me read you the matches. This is Hulkamania Runs Wild, WrestleMania 1, Andre the Giant versus Big John Studd. WrestleMania 2, Hulk Hogan versus King Kong Bundy. WrestleMania 3, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Macho Man Randy Savage with Miss Elizabeth. WrestleMania 3, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant with Bobby the Brain Heenan. WrestleMania 4, Randy Savage with Miss Elizabeth and Hulk Hogan versus Ted DiBiase with Andre the Giant. WrestleMania 5, Randy Savage versus Hulk Hogan. WrestleMania 6, Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan. WrestleMania 7, Hulk Hogan versus Sergeant Slaughter. WrestleMania 8, Randy Savage Randy Savage with Miss Elizabeth versus Ric Flair with Mr. Perfect. WrestleMania 9, Bret Hart versus Yokozuna with Mr. Fuji. Hulk Hogan versus WrestleMania 9, Hulk Hogan versus Yokozuna. Immediately after this match, on to the new generation, WrestleMania 10, Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon, Intercontinental Championship ladder match. WrestleMania 10, Bret Hart versus Yokozuna with with Mr. Fuji. WrestleMania 11, Undertaker with Paul Bearer versus King Kong Bundy. WrestleMania 11, Diesel versus Shawn Michaels. WrestleMania 12, Undertaker versus Diesel, or Undertaker with Paul Bearer versus Diesel. WrestleMania 12, Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. WrestleMania 13, Bret Hart versus Stone Cold. And I don't know if they're doing all of Undertaker's matches at WrestleMania, but it doesn't look like it. WrestleMania 14, Undertaker versus Kane with Paul Bearer. Or this, yeah, I don't know if I said Attitude Era, but Attitude Era. The Rock, WrestleMania 15, The Rock versus Stone Cold. WrestleMania 2000, Rock versus Triple H versus Rock versus Big Show versus Mick Foley. WrestleMania 17, or X7, The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Ruthless Aggression. WrestleMania 18, The Rock versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan. WrestleMania 18, Chris Jericho versus Triple H. WrestleMania 19, Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. WrestleMania 19, The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. WrestleMania 20, John Cena versus Big Show. WrestleMania 20, Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. I don't even know why they're putting that on this. That match sucked. WrestleMania 21, John Bradshaw Layfield versus John Cena. WrestleMania 22, Edge with Lita versus Mick Foley. WrestleMania 23, Batista versus Undertaker. WrestleMania 23, John Cena versus Shawn Michaels. WrestleMania 24, Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair. WrestleMania 24, Randy Orton versus John Cena versus Triple H. Universe Era, aka PG Era. WrestleMania 25, Edge versus Randy Orton versus Big Show. WrestleMania 25, Triple H versus Randy Orton. WrestleMania 26, Edge versus Chris Jericho. WrestleMania 26, Batista versus John Cena. WrestleMania 26, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. WrestleMania 27, Alberto Del Rio versus Edge. WrestleMania 27, Miz versus John Cena. WrestleMania 28, Undertaker versus Triple H. In the Hell in a Cell, but don't say in the Hell in a Cell. WrestleMania 28, CM Punk versus Chris Jericho. WrestleMania 28, The Rock versus John Cena. WrestleMania 29, Brock Lesnar versus Triple H. WrestleMania 29, CM Punk versus Undertaker. And WrestleMania 29, The Rock versus John Cena. Looks great. Can't really think of any that they're leaving out. They should have Brock versus Kurt Angle on here, but can't really do Kurt Angle because, well, they probably could, but I don't know, since he's with TNA and all that. But they got pretty much all the main matches, all the big name matches that have ever happened. But they got a lot of new stuff on there too. But there's been a lot of good matches in the recent years. But yeah, that's the 30 years of WrestleMania matches revealed, and that's about it. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Bye.